You actually knew what they did to me. There was a bounty on my head. There was a bunch of stuff.
So do you think specifically then that Sean Diddy Combs or people affiliated with him did something to you that caused you to have multi-organ failure?
I believe this to be the case, yes. Absolutely.
Wow.
My first time saying it.
Welcome to my channel. Make sure you hit the like button, share, and subscribe. I'll be sure is finally getting his chance to speak on what he has been speaking on in the background for many, many years on a broadcast channel. And they're not knocking him down. This is Fox News. Now, this shows me that Diddy has definitely fell out of favor. Most of you are looking at this case as if, if he has good lawyers, he can get off, or, they'll be able to put a dent in his time maybe, or he may be found not guilty, but that's not the case. It seems like he has already fell out with the elite, and they're gunning for him, and he's going to be their scapegoat. But not only that, Al B. Sure has been subpoenaed into court to testify. Sean P. Diddy Combs' trial is expected to see a lengthy list of celebrities dragged in, whether it be through storytelling or testimony. Civil complaints already mentioned several big names like Eva Longoria and Beyonce, whose name was later retracted. Now, I wonder why her name was retracted. Plus, during jury selection, a peek into additional celebrities was doled out when attorneys asked prospects if they were familiar with stars like Kanye West and Michael B. Jordan. However, Al B. Sure outright said he was subpoenaed for his testimony. Al is the ex of Kim Porter, who was previously married to Diddy. Their one-year marriage was only a fraction of their relationship, with a close-knit friendship leading to Kim's divulging her deep secrets and feelings to him, Al B. Sure said. He told Fox 5 he was prepared to testify, noting, "I was subpoenaed. My attorneys worked something out, so I believe when the time is right, I'm going to discuss it with my attorneys." Diddy is facing 5 charges across 3 federal indictments, including sex trafficking, conspiracy racketeering, and transportation to engage in a person selling themselves for sex. Diddy pleaded not guilty to all charges against him. Additionally, he vehemently denies all allegations of wrongdoing against him, including those alleged in civil lawsuits. Celebrities named in the civil lawsuits or expected to be mentioned during his criminal proceedings are not yet accused of any wrongdoing, nor have any criminal charges been brought against them in regards to the sex trafficking case. Since these allegations have come to light, Al has been vocal about his distrust of the Bad Boy CEO. In fact, he previously confessed his belief that Diddy was involved in his 2022 organ failure and coma. In fact, he even hinted he believed Kim was the target. Now, Kim may have been the target, but also it seems like anyone she was confiding in also became a target. And let's not forget about Erica Kennedy, who was previously working for him and close with him. And she wound up passing away right after she released her fictional book about the industry, which they are now saying was based on him. So there's a lot of shady stuff that has gone on with Diddy, and a lot of shady things surrounding him that I don't think will ever reach the light of day in court, because I think he's going to be convicted for these charges, or at least 1 or 2 of them, and it's going to be enough time given to him that they're not going to have to seek any type of legal action towards him for the unalivings that he may have been involved in. There was someone who's very close to him that was at the scene when Kim Porter passed away, who was also, they say, at the scene when Michael Jackson passed away. And one of Diddy's security, his head of security, was at the house also when Michael Jackson passed away. So some of this is hearsay maybe, but some of it is actual fact. I've been hearing this for at least 5 years now, and I'm really surprised that Al B. Sure is finally coming out on major broadcasting systems to the masses to tell them that he really believes that Diddy is responsible for taking out Kim Porter. Now, he's trying to have his defense team say that Cassie was abusive towards him, which has no bearing, because when you look at these pictures from the video, that has no bearing. You already apologized and said that you was in a bad place and you were doing negative things. So he already basically admitted to doing what he was doing. Previous reports also came out that Diddy and his legal team were trying to get the video evidence thrown out. But that motion was dismissed by the judge recently. And it's got to the point where they're so afraid about the jurors because of one of the jurors being missing. One of the witnesses being missing, witness number 3. I don't know if she's missing. I truly believe she just bowed out because maybe it was too much pressure on her. But they're not going to finish the jury picking until Monday, tomorrow. Also, an ex-president of Bad Boy, James Cruz, is going to be he's going to be testifying on Cassie's behalf, and Cassie will also be testifying this week coming up, guys. So this is going to be one explosive doggone trial. But I noticed the guy that was speaking on him in the jail, I forgot what his last name is, that is accused, I think his name was Jimmy, I'm not sure, that was accused of shooting up Las Vegas trying to kill Donald Trump. He mentioned a lot of names that they are not mentioning. So to some degree, this stuff is still being covered up. It's still being covered up, but I'm watching to see how much they're going to reveal. Okay? Because they're not really talking about his connection to the Epstein dude either. So we shall see, guys. I'll be keeping my eyes out, and I will be back this week reporting on what I hear in the coming weeks, in the coming days about this trial. Peace and love.